Hey crafty friends, Jen Cassell here. I am back with a video for Koala cardstock. So we're going to be doing a fun Cricut tutorial today that I'm really excited about. I know a lot of people are really interested in using that print and cut feature on your Cricut, but it can be kind of intimidating. I get it, but it's really not that bad. And I wanted to show you a fun little project that I created. This is great because it's beginner friendly. This isn't a hard one at all. I've been seeing a ton of people haul these cute little guest checks that they found at Home Goods over the Valentine's Day season that I just didn't get my hands on. I'll level with you. I haven't been to Home Goods or Marshall since the holidays. I've been on a strict budget because our 20th anniversary is this year and we're taking like a blowout vacation. So I've been very, very strict on what I buy. So that means staying away from Home Goods and Marshalls and TJ Maxx because they're my favorite stores and I just can't go in there without blowing a couple $100. So it's best just for me to stay away. But I was really jealous of all those guest checks that people were doing because they were so cute. And honestly, the first thing that I did was go up to one of my drawers and check because I was a waitress for years. I waitressed my way through college, you know, from high school and beyond. And it wasn't until like 6 or 7 years ago that I actually stopped bartending. So I figured I might have one of those guest checks sitting in one of my old drawers, but I didn't. But I'm going to come to your rescue. If you didn't check those out, I got your back. I'm going to link in the description box the file that I used from Creative Fabrica. There is a ton of these really, really cute little guest checks. I mean, how adorable is this? So this one is as is. That's the guest check itself, how it came in the PNG file itself. Some of them have these really cute overlays, like this disco ball I thought was really, really cute. And most of them were just plain. So I wanted to kind of up the game a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I created this. So I thought it was really, really cute. We'll do a full Cricut tutorial. And then I'm going to go through the print and cut process and how I got from my blank paper to this right here. So I am using the double-sided matte photo paper. This is the 48 pound from Koala. It is double-sided. So I only used one side of it though. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to be doing with this for most of these, I should say. So I didn't really put anything on the back. I do know that I wanted to make this one. This one's actually going to go out, and I wanted to make it super, super thick. So I ended up doing cutting another piece to go right onto the back. You could do a backing and just have it already pre-printed on the back because it is a double-sided photos paper. However, I did not do that step. And the second step that makes these really stand out is look at that glow. So cool. So let me tell you about one of my favorite products from Koala. So you can get these laminate overlays. And when I did a Koala video a while back, I had a really good question on how do you make photo paper water resistant. I reached out to my contact and she actually told me this. So they have these laminating sheets over in the shop, and I will link them in the description box. Unfortunately, when I was opening up the package, I did rip the overlay, but this is the Koala clear holographic. So I got a multi-pack. It comes with this holographic dot, the holographic star, the holographic rainbow, and the holographic gem. Really, really cool. I mean, check out this gem. It looks like shards of glass. It's so cool. I love the holographic look. I think it just really takes these up a notch. Absolutely adorable. For these, I used, it was the dot one, this holographic dot. It looks like a glitter on the page, like a holographic glitter overlay. It's really, really cool. One of the ones that I really like too was the star one. So that star is just really cool. And you've seen this on a couple of my projects. I kind of wanted to play with it a little bit and see how it worked out. And I actually had somebody ask me in a video like how I got those stars to come up on the paper that I was using, because I did it for a couple die cutting projects, like Scrap Diva projects, and it turned out so cool. And I knew that I was going to make this video soon, so here it is for my viewers. Just really cool look. And you know, this one came plain, so this is how that PNG file turned out. Really cool. But I'm going to show you how to kick it up a notch and make this. So if you're interested in a tutorial, stay tuned. From the bundle uploaded into Design Space. I have already pre-sized to about where I want it to be, but we're going to show you how to create on the guest check itself. So the first thing that I'm going to do is come over to images, and I'm going to look for a little martini glass. And I like this one with the cherries, so let's put that in. And I want to change the color, so I've got this highlighted, and let's find it over here to this group. This whole thing is red right now. I actually want to turn that more of a hot pink. So let's go over to pink and go down to advanced. I'm going to drag my cursor over to like the purplish red down here, and that's going to give me my hot pink color. So I kind of like right about here is good. And I'm also going to change this. Actually, yeah, I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it just a little brighter pink. Kind of like that right there. So it really stands out. I'm going to size it down, and let's make this bigger too. And then let's rotate it a little bit and bring down the size. Kind of like that right there. Now let's go over to text, and I'm going to write, I do want to change this, like this one right here. All right, perfect. Yeah, I like how that looks. Now, once again, I want to change the color of this, so let's grab that hot pink. And now we're going to ungroup it. And this is going to allow me to separate out all of my letter, or it's going to allow me to separate all of my words. And I'm going through and I'm uniting these. Right. And then we're also going to have to move this out of the way just so I can get this last one. All right, now, once again, we're going to size this down a little bit. See where we're at with this. Yeah, I like it. Okay. Now, I want to show you a little trick of mine when I'm doing sentiments flattened down. So what I like to do, I'm going to group this again, and then I'm going to duplicate it. So this time I'm going to create a shadow so those words really pop off the page. I'm going to send this to the back, and then I'm going to move it just so that it creates a little shadow. And it's really going to help your words jump off that page. Bring it down a little. Yeah, I like it. All right. So let's group this again. And now we can bring it over to our check. I like it. Perfect. So right now, this is all going to cut separately. What we want to do is highlight the whole thing and flatten it down. Now this is going to print just as one image. So come up here to make. And this is going to show us our print and cut images. I want to possibly put this on another sheet. Doesn't make sense to waste another sheet like this. So let's bring it over here and see if I can fit it in, which I can. I'm just going to flip this one like this, bring it up here. To that, and make sure everything looks good on this one. I'm going to bring this over just a tad. Cute. All right. So this looks good to me. Let's continue it. I want to send it to my printer. I usually use System Dialog. This just helps me make sure that all of my margins are proper in it. So and I'm going to send this one as well. I'm going to cut on the medium cardstock setting. Now, there's two ways that we can use these laminate sheets. So if you want your Cricut to directly cut the laminate, you're going to want to put this on your paper at this point. However, Cricut has a hard time reading registration marks when you have a laminate on top of it. And this is true even if you're using glossy paper or something like that. Anything with a little bit of sheen, Cricut is going to have a bit of a hard time reading those registration marks. So your print and cut might not come out properly. I'm not saying all the time, but a lot of time it does. So here's how you can avoid it. First, what I'm going to do with these ones is I'm just going to simply put the overlay on after my Cricut has already cut out this project. I'm going to do it this way because these are just simple shapes. Now, if I was doing a more intricate cut, I would put the registration paper on this mat. And you would do that by cutting your laminate smaller than your registration marks. So for instance, this one, we're going to want a piece of paper that is about 6.5 by 9.5. Cut it down, remove your backing sheet and apply it right on top. And then you would want to adjust your settings. So I just used a medium cardstock for my Koala paper, but adding the laminate to it, I would probably want to do maybe at least a heavy cardstock, because you essentially have the overlay along with your Koala paper. So keep that in mind. But since we're just using simple shapes here, I'm just going to apply my guest checks once they've already cut out directly to my laminate sheet. So let's pop this one inside. And once again, it's going to read those registration marks, and that's going to tell it where to cut on the paper. I'm going to use this glitter one today. Let's remove the backing. And I'm going to use, I'm working on silicone. So the silicone is going to help keep this in place for me when I set my checks down. So I'm going to set them down face first. I'm going to just try to line it up with this side here so I have minimal cutting involved. All right, looks good for now. Now I'm just going to take my scissors and trim around. And once again, you can put this right on your Cricut and have it cut it for you. But sometimes making sure that print and cut is dead on just isn't worth it, especially when you're doing simple shapes like this. I would rather just cut along the edges. Now, the cardstock that I'm using, it's just Koala 48-pound matte, and it is a double-sided cardstock. So if I wanted to, I could have printed something on the back, like I had done a full page, such as this. I could do a full page and then flip it and have my printer print on this side and then cut the whole thing out. However, I want my guest checks. I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do with all of these yet. So I'm leaving them blank on the back. And I know a couple of them, I want them like super, super thick and sturdy. They are a gift. So I was planning on just gluing another piece of paper to the side of this. I may use them for cards. I'm not really sure. So I left my backs blank. But if you know what you're doing with it and you know you want, you know, a back to it, think about that as well. You can print out your full page sheet, flip, and then when you rerun it, obviously you want to put it in the printer like this, rerun it, and then when it comes out, it's going to come out like this with all of your printed on this side. And then you can just go through and cut it. That's an option too. But like I said, I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to do with all of these yet. I just kind of wanted to play. Okay, so I have them all cut out. They turned out super, super cute. These overlays are absolutely adorable. So fun. And then I have cut out an extra sheet of paper that I can put on the back of this one right here. And this is going to make it super, super sturdy. And then we have these adorable ones. I did the Bougie Babe on this. And that is an SVG file that I created. I will have it available in my shop very, very soon. So thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask them in the comments and I will get to them as soon as possible. And head on over to Koala and check out this amazing overlay paper. So, so cool. Absolutely love. You're going to be seeing a ton of it. The matte, the double-sided matte, 48-pound, hands down favorite cardstock ever. If you're doing print and cut, this is what you want to use. It's a really good cardstock. You get great color with this. I mean, these colors are just so good. So I will link everything that I used and along with my affiliate link to Koala. I super, super appreciate you using my affiliate link. I do get a small kickback and it helps me continue to create the free content. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more crafty content. I'll see you in the next crafty video. Bye.